Nation and YouTubers. It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic. Ooh, boy, had to take yesterday off. With the weather like it was, it flooded in my neighborhood. That was no fun. Glad I moved my vehicle, or else it'd have been underwater. So, anyway, today I'm going to try and run through the coaching grades and the defensive grades. Defensively, gets a definite B this week. They stepped up. They showed out when they could. There were some miscues and mistakes here and there, but a lot of that had to do with refereeing ticky-tack kind of calls more than actual physical reasons for them to mess up, other than Jalen Smith having to come in for Trayvon Diggs and completely screwing the pooch. Jalen Smith is Jalen Smith. He's going to do what he does. And Van Der Esch looked a whole lot better. He's getting his legs back under him since the injury. And Randy Gregory is hungry, boy. That dude is so eager to hit somebody, he's just jumping off sides. Neville Gallimore. That boy should be starting every game from here on out for the rest of the season. I like what he put on film. I like what he did up the middle. And he definitely is a change of pace from what we had going on before he started. Tyrone Crawford, waste of time, waste of money. He needs to go ahead and sit down. Corners. Of course, you had Trayvon Diggs, who stepped his game up. Unfortunately, get hurt before the second half. So they put in Jalen Smith, and that yielded some horrible results. Now, Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis tried to step their games up, except they got a little handsy a couple times, even though they weren't called. You could tell that they were just not ready for what the Steelers were doing against them. And they were just trying for dear life to hold on to anything to cover their guys. That's not going to win your ball games when the refs are paying attention. Safety play. Xavier Woods is always seemingly out of position now. It's starting being a weekly trend, and I'm not liking it. When you are running parallel with your guy and you're looking back over your shoulder trying to figure out where he is, that's not where you're supposed to be, obviously. If you ain't stepping up and tackling somebody, you might as well just be on the bench, because you're just blowing your coverage. Donovan Wilson, thankfully he's not coming up on the wrong end of stuff right now, but the safety play is just downtrodden. Everything else pretty much saved it, kept us in the game, even though we could have won if some of those late fourth quarter calls against us weren't called. Also of note that gets Antoine Woods an A+ for this week and a game ball is that he defended the star. He knew after watching some TikTok mess Juju Smith-Schuster put on TikTok that he was going to try something when he scored. So he scored and was going to run to the star at the midway at midfield and try to do his best T.O. impersonation. First, Randy Gregory knocked the ball out of the dude's hands, which somehow garnered a damn 15-yard penalty against us, which is stupid as hell. But Antoine Woods, you could see after that, and he knew what was coming. You could see him in replays. He was waiting for him to come on that line, because if he'd have came on to that start, he was going to get killed. Antoine Woods was not having that. So game ball to Antoine Woods for stepping up like George Teague and Byron Jones before him. All right, coaching. Coaching gets a B. They're a little better than average this week. They were definitely in the red zone more. The offense moved more fluidly today, that week. And if a couple of play calls here and there were a little better, we'd have scored touchdowns instead of 3 points. That goes against Mike McCarthy for not letting Kellen Moore go for it on 4th and 1s and 4th and inches. For some oddball reason, he chose to stick with the 3s, and I guess he just lacked confidence in our offensive line to get us across. So that kind of hampered us to ever fully see what this offense could do if we had more opportunities in the red zone. Defensively, I don't know if it's the coaching that's changed or the players, but something's got into the defense where they're actually stepping it up and have shown that if they'd had this all year, this tenacity, we might have actually won some games. But, due to injury and, mistakes and bad players and infighting apparently, it just never came together. But now it seems all distractions are gone. Players are back and healthy, and they're starting to play their best ball. We'll have to see what happens now that Trayvon Diggs is gone, possibly for the season, because he was their best corner. And now that he's gone, who knows? I'd like to see Reggie Robinson get some looks. I'd like to see Bradley Anae get some. I don't know why they're inactive, week after week when they can make some plays. I hope. Because look at Gallimore. He stepped his game up when he got asked to come on. So why aren't the other guys? Other than that, it was a pretty decent game. Everybody gets B's. We got B's to C+ for overall effort on offense, defense. Special teams was definitely an A+ for this week. And thankfully, if we get more of that defensively and we can figure out who our starting quarterback is going to be going forward, we can actually make some noise. This season's not over. Go figure. For the tanking thing, it is what it is. It's not exactly tanking when they're playing their hearts out, but they're still losing. So it's not technically tanking, but we're still losing. So it just sucks, that we're getting so-called moral victories, but the only moral victory is a higher draft pick. I think we can win some games finishing out this year. So you never know. We can go from number 3 overall right now to pick 19 if we win the division. So that's a big difference depending on, what the Joneses ultimately are doing behind the scenes, what they're telling the coaching staff behind the scenes. Because, if the Joneses are telling you who's your starting quarterback, that's a coaching decision, you can tell this is just not the way to go. This is a badly run organization. So we'll just have to see. But that's all I got for now. Coming up, we got a whole bye week to go through whether we should be getting more snaps for Pollard over Zeke, who should be our starting quarterback, Gilbert or Dalton. We're going to talk about Dalton Schultz has stepped his game up. We have the whole thing of Amari Cooper, can he play away, and how it seems he doesn't play well on the road, but, in his career now with the Cowboys, it's just been a preference of who's got the hot hand, really. But then we're going to talk about our defensive side of the ball, who needs more snaps, who doesn't need more snaps, and who's likely to be gone at the end of this year. So we'll get into all of that coming up on our bye week. Unless something breaks, that's all I got for y'all today. Hope y'all have fun, stay safe. It's getting closer to holiday time, Black Friday, Turkey Day. Y'all be safe out there. My birthday is coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do since, with all the COVID-19 cases jumping back up, I'm not trying to go out and do anything, really. So we'll just have to see. But y'all take care. Stay safe. Talk to y'all later. VA Dallas Cowboy fan.